All right, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Anatomy of a Scam. And ang pag-uusapan po natin in this video will be the 20% rule. Okay? So, unang-una, ano nga ba yung 20% rule? While I cannot stress enough that you cannot predict a stock's movement, nor can you predict the market, the 20% rule allows you to calculate a decent estimate. Remember, estimate hindi po ibig sabihin saktong-sakto on where price could go before a potential bounce. Okay? It is important to note that this likely will not happen overnight, meaning hindi po to biglaan. Lalo na po ngayon na ang flooring natin is only at 30% compared to 50% where it was before. So, the 20% rule likely will not happen in just one or two candles. Whether you're being bullish or being bearish, the 20% rule provides a target price and helps to keep your eye on the price. Okay? In this particular instance, target price could mean either a price kung saan kayo pwedeng mag-abang or a price wherein you might decide na gusto nyo nang magbenta. Okay? Now, what are the parameters for the 20% rule? Una-una, if a stock price rises or falls sharply, then corrects, meaning isang sheer move to the upside or to the downside, you take note of the highest or the lowest, whichever the case may be, price that it has reached. Okay? And then, for a bearish target price, the formula is the high, then multiplied by 0.8. So, kunwari, nagkaroon tayo ng strong move to the upside, very, very sharp. Then, nag-correct. Sabihin natin yung high was piso. Then, for the bearish target price, we are looking at 1 peso multiplied by 0.8. So, lumalabas is 80 cents. 80 cents, yun yung quote-unquote target natin. Okay? Then, the opposite is true. For a bullish target price, the formula is the low, then multiplied by 1.2. So, kunwari, nagkaroon ng sheer drop. Okay, may biglang bumaksak, mabilis. So, napunta sa piso. You take yung piso, you multiply it by 1.2, and then yung target price will be 1.20. 1 peso and 20 cents. Okay? Ito po yung mga levels na tinitingnan natin, or rather an area, a general area where price might turn. Okay? Now, continuation. The calculated target price now serves as a general guide of where price could bounce. Sabi ko nga, kung saan potentially pwede mag-turn yung price. So, kunyari yung piso, di ba? Nagkaroon tayo ng sharp move up, tapos nagpiso, tas nag-correct, then we're looking at 80 cents as a potential area where price could bounce. It doesn't mean na hindi siya magbabounce or magko-correct before that. It's just that there's a possibility na if mag-pullback tayo nung 20% na yon, na magkakaroon tayo ng reaction within the general area. Okay? Now remember, we are not looking for a potential reversal. Okay? Ang hinahanap natin is a potential area where price could bounce. Whether or not it acts as a true reversal is a different matter altogether. How high it bounces or how low it bounces, depende kung bullish or bearish, whatever, no? Case-to-case basis po yan. Hindi po natin madidiktahan sa market na kailangan, hindi kasi sabi ni Senior Spyfrat ganito, kailangan ganito yung mangyari. Kung hindi, mali yung market. Okay? Market pa rin po lagi ang tama. Okay? So, this is only performed once per correction. Meaning we only look for the 20% rule once per correction. Hindi yung kunwari, nag-piso, nag-80 cents, nag-bounce sa 80 cents, sabihin natin nag-90 cents siya or nag-85 cents siya, tapos nag-drop ulit. Ibig sabihin, hahanapin na naman natin yung 20% from 90 or from 85 cents, no? Only once per correction. This means that should the price bounce after hitting the 20% area, then rises or falls again, depending on whether you're calculating for a bearish or bullish target, the next time it corrects, the 20% rule is no longer observed as it will likely pierce through support or resistance. Okay? So, paalala lang ulit ha. Once lang po per correction. Hindi bawat time na, umangat na ulit, bumaksak ulit. Or, bumaba na ulit, tas umangat ulit. Hahanapan natin ng hahanapan ng 20% rule. Okay? One time, big time to. Okay? Once per correction. Now, I realize this isn't a quote-unquote hard lesson, no? But just to make sure na talagang tumagos, okay? Talagang maalala nyo yung lesson natin for this video, allow me to show you a couple of examples para lang to drive in the point. So, for our first example, tignan po natin yung nangyari sa Jollibee, no? Now, way back noong 2016, nagkaroon tayo ng peak dito sa Jollibee at 260 pesos, the yellow line above. Now, look where tayo nakakuha ng magandang bounce when price drop. Price drop by 20% hanggang dito sa 208 pesos, the yellow line beneath, no? Then from there, we saw a decent 5-point-something% reaction prior to price dropping down again. Okay? So remember, bounce trade lang po ang tinitingnan natin sa ganito. Okay? Hindi po natin ina-expect yung 20% rule to yield a complete and total reversal, no? And in this case, we were able to get a decent bounce, 5-point-something%, really quickly, really easily, in and out sa trade, we're done. Okay? Tingnan po natin yung kasunod natin na example. Alright, so here's another example naman. As I said, I wanted to show you iba-ibang variants, no? Iba-ibang pamamaraan. In this particular example ng Picor, okay, mas bago ng konti, 2020 na, no? We found a high dito sa 4.27. So hinahanap natin potential 20% na down move to look for the bounce. Pero in this particular instance, makikita nyo, 18.5% lang yung low. Ang inabot natin na low was 3.48. Pero, as sabi ko nga kanina, we are looking at general areas. In this instance, nabigyan tayo ng opportunity because we printed a bearish candle here. We printed a hammer. Not just a hammer. We printed the hammer that swept these lows ng mga candle na to. Kumbaga, we've been trying to push down, ayaw, push down, ayaw, push down, ayaw. Finally, push down tapos broke through but still rejected. So, meron tayong clear-cut sign na, okay, sige, something could be changing here. Diba? May potential bullish move na baka maganap kasi pinapakita sa atin nung chart na rini-reject natin yung mga fino-form na lows and yung pag-attempt ng market to push even lower. So kahit na hindi dito, we can see next candle, nag-form na tayo ng high dito, di ba? Hindi na natin inabot ulit tong low na to. Kapag bumaba kayo sa lower time frames, you will see na inverted head and shoulders pattern to para makabuo tayo ng ganyan. So from there, nag-push tayo to the upside for roughly 8.6%, no? So again, it wasn't exactly 20%. I wanted to show you that it was still in the general vicinity. And I gave you an idea of how I would personally approach it given the fact na hindi tayo umabot ng sakto. Ano yung hinahanap natin? Ano pwede natin tignan? Isa to sa mga potential na pwede nating makita. Okay? So let's move on to our final example. So for our final example, I chose S.C.A.M. Medyo bago-bago na to, no? October 2021. Hindi na tayo outdated. Alright. So, makikita nyo, we formed a high at 13 pesos. Tapos, yung 20% low would have been 10.4. Etong yellow line na to. As you can see, nagkaroon tayo ng slippage, meaning lumagpas tayo sa kanya ng konti. Around 40 something cents, no? Okay? Pero, sabi nga natin, we are looking at the general area. So, ang isa sa mga pwede nating gawin when price is coming into yung 20% rule natin is to potentially look for areas of confluence, diba, to help streamline our trade, to help fine-tune yung details. In this particular instance, we pulled back to this area of prior consolidation, diba, around 20%, tas dun tayo nakakita ng bounce. And if counting from yung 20%, which was a 10.4, up to yung high na nabuo natin dito, that was a decent 9.42% na trade. Again, quick in, quick out, bounce trade lang talaga. We are not looking for complete and utter reversals. Okay, it could turn into a reversal. We don't know. Pero the object of yung 20% rule is to look for areas for potential bounce place kasi yung general area na yon usually nagre-react ang price. Okay? Now, are there times where it doesn't work? Of course. As with every other strategy, may mga makikita kayo na baka tinitingnan nyo, 20%, 20%, only to see price just, plummet. Wawasakin lang niya, no reaction, nothing whatsoever. Okay? It happens. It doesn't mean na mali yung basa. It doesn't mean na palpak yung strategy. It doesn't mean po na nabudol tayo ni Senior Spyfrat, no? It just means na as with everything else, nothing works 100% of the time. So if you decide to include this in your arsenal, you want to make sure to backtest it properly para alam nyo anong type of structure yung hinahanap nyo bago kayo magsimulang magbilang nung 20% na hinahanap natin na pullback. Okay? Not all structures are created equal. We want sharp moves to the upside, tas doon tayo naghahanap ng 20% rule. Hindi yung ganyan. Wala tayong mahanap dyan kasi masyadong maraming areas of confluence dyan eh. Masyadong maraming areas of interest. We are looking for potential bounce, please. Okay? So I hope clear sa inyo itong mga examples na to, no? So, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin, no, on the 20% rule. I hope naging malinaw naman po yung pagpaliwanag ko. Ngunit kung meron po kayong mga katanungan, please feel free to post them in the comment section below. Mga hindi ko po kayang sagutan, I'll be sure to forward to Senior Spyfrat para siya rin po mismo yung sasagot sa inyo sa mga katanungan ninyo. Okay? And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading.